Alright. This is the back side of the 101. It has two covers on the bottom for access to the gears in it. But right now, I need to get the motor off the back, and let's see now. I think, what does it look like? I think I need to figure out how to get this hand wheel off. There's also a screw in the front here and an oil hole. I don't know what the screw is, but it's coming out, and we'll see what falls out the bottom of the machine, if anything falls out. I did find an adjuster's manual, so I guess if I get real lost, I can dig out the instructions, but Now, the fact that this doesn't spin when the machine turns is interesting to me. So there's two big screws here, but I feel like those probably hold the coil in on the motor. Although the wire is down through the center, so maybe these are the mounting bolts for this motor. Okay. That did not loosen anything, so I'm just going to put these screws back in place for a moment. And I think probably I need to get back to popping the hand wheel off to see if there's a screw behind the hand wheel. Because if these two really do hold the coil on the main body of the motor, we don't want that to move and get away from anything. So, and there's no hole in the column here on the inside. All right, let's. All right. Well, I'm gonna get my heat gun out. I'm going to blow heat on this and apply P-Blaster to try and loosen this up, because the other thing is, with the clutch out, this hand wheel still isn't loose, and it should be in bobbin winding mode with the nut off the end. Alright, well, those of you who have done these before will know that I discovered these two set screws on the back side of the hand wheel now. So I have no idea how this hand wheel clutch works, because those two were set on this shaft. But I got the hand wheel off, and I can throw that in the cleaner and get it cleared out, and that means I can unscrew the bracket with the bobbin winder on it here. And then I'll be able to see behind here and find out if there's a secret screw helping hold that motor in, because that's what we started this. This was to get that motor out and inspect it. Alright, well the screws are out and I can see the seam here. Well, alright, well I guess that's been together for quite a long time, so we'll just pop our bobbin winder out of the way and well, this screw is supposed to just be a pivot that goes in there, so that's clearly filthy and we'll have to clean that out. But we'll get our set screw out of there and return spring out of there, and then this screw is supposed to just pop out of there. Alright, well I guess we'll be soaking that. And this has a leather drive wheel on it, so there's a set screw here to hold the winder together. So I'll pop that set screw out and get this winder apart. This collar should be coming off of there. Yep. Let's say it just needs a light wrap there. And then there's a... Okay. Well, the set screw and collar can get dipped. This bobbin winder tire, because it's actually a leather friction tire, I'm not going to dip that. I'm just going to have to clean it by hand on the outside. And then this piece can get put in the cleaner, and hopefully that'll soak in there and get this screw loose in there. Alright, now since we're taking the whole bobbin winder off, we'll just get this piece too. That spring. Alright. Alright, so we got that to wiggle, which means that this can come off of here somehow, but we'll need to really put some penetrating fluid in there. And once we have that off, be able to yes, there is a gap happening there. I suppose I should be applying penetrating fluid on the inside here too. And it occurs to me I could get this spool pin out of the way before I hit it with something. There. Take both of these spool pins off since they're... Oh, that one. They're both going to be in the way eventually. Alright, now you see the crack that's developed there, and I'm trying to decide Alright. I'm going to add some heat, and I'm going to work on this until this comes off. Alright. Heat and time got this piece off. This is just going to get dipped and cleaned. I'm going to polish this shaft up. I'll polish the outside here up. It's got a hole in it, drilled to get oil into this bearing area, which was not working, and so yeah. But you can get in there and look. The motor isn't going to slide out from that, so I'm gonna pull these two screws out again and see if with all the rattling around that made this motor loose in here, because it must be the two screws here and possibly that one in the front that retain the motor. Trying to let's try silly trick. Is this, that big motor screw is the same size thread as this front was, so we're gonna just do that and tap a little bit, and did that drive anything back? Aha! That little tap was enough to loosen this, and now out this comes. And there. All right. Good, got that motor out. Well, I'm gonna make sure I didn't lose a screw, because I believe I just misplaced the other one of these. So I'm gonna figure out where that went, and then we'll get that motor figured out.